Hello, I'm back again, and I'm going to be making a poached egg for you for my potatoes that I made earlier. And I thought maybe a fried egg, but I said, well, since I need to watch my oil intakes, I'm going to go ahead and do a poached egg. So I'm going to add just a little bit of salt in my simmering water. I boiled it, and then I brought it down to a simmer. So just a little salt. And just a little tiny bit of vinegar. You could use a distilled vinegar. This is a balsamic vinegar that I just pulled out of the cabinet. And I'm just going to stir that up like so. And just keep it, oops, sorry about the fog. The little smoke there. The steam. That's the steam. And so I just want to stir it into like a little whirlpool. And I learned this on a gastronomy channel that I was kind of going through, and I'm trying to sorry about that, and so I'm going to try to distance myself there. So I'm stirring it and stirring it, and then I'm going to carefully add my egg in there. So, and then I'm going to go ahead and bring up the fire, you know, because I don't want it boiling, but I just kind of want it, you know, just kind of bring up into a nice soft boil. And the egg that I put in there, it was taken out of the refrigerator, so it's a little bit, it's cold, so it's going to cool down the water a little bit. So, and then that's what you have to be careful with your trying to tamp the water between the egg and the water. So I'm kind of playing with the fire a little bit, you know, kind of adjusting it, and then once I see that it's kind of boiling up a little bit, I'm going to take it back down. So it just takes a little bit of careful, you know, just careful adjusting of the heat. And a nice poached egg, it just depends on how you want it. I like mine to be a little well done, but a lot of times people will want their poached eggs soft. So it just depends on, it takes like about a couple minutes. It doesn't take very long. It's like frying an egg. And I think my poached egg, it'll take about, let's say about a good couple minutes, or even 3 minutes. And I might even a little longer. This is a jumbo egg. So, and it's a brown egg, which is my favorite kind of egg. And so, as you saw earlier, I used a small dish. So I put it in the dish instead of cracking it and putting it in there, because I don't want the yolk to bust. So you putting it in a small dish like this and then adding it into the water will help the egg. So here we go. And that's pretty cool. It's almost done there, see? And that's a beautiful poached egg. I'm going to take it out so I can show you. And like I said, well, let me use a flatter spatula, because I don't want to, you know, burst the egg yolk. And so there you have it. But see how jiggly that is? I'm going to put it right back, because I want it, like I said earlier, I want it to be a little well done. I remember my mom made me some soft-boiled eggs, and it didn't set well too well with my stomach, because they were a little bit soft. I was a really picky eater, and I was a really finicky eater, and be careful when you're making these eggs. Kids usually do not like real soft poached eggs. I would do them just a little bit well done, and sometimes even hard. you know, hard boiled would be good as well. And that means you would probably want to keep it in there for about a good 6 to 8 minutes, and to make it a little bit more hard boiled. So I do want it to be less jiggly. See how it's starting to get a little less jiggly there? And I still want it to be just a little bit longer. A wee bit longer. That's a beautiful poached egg. I did a clip earlier and it kind of fell apart. Because I was stirring it too. But you know, if you look on some other video clips of gastronomy, you can learn a lot of little neat techniques for your when you're preparing your foods. I think that's about done. I'm going to turn it off, and then usually you want to place your egg in a ice bath water. I'm going to leave that in there when I get ready to serve it, and I'll show you a final picture. But a nice bath water, so that when you're serving in your professional industry, wherever you're working. And I've seen them served on some cold baths, and then they just kind of lightly reheat them in the warm water as they're serving them. So the cold water will stop the processing of the cooking, the carry over cooking, and so or cold water, as long as it's in cold water, and that's fine. But I'm going to serve this immediately over my potatoes, and because I'm just just doing one dish, I just wanted to show you this beautiful, lovely poached egg. And let me show it to you one more time. And that's how it should look. And that's like a perfect poached egg to me. And it's not so jiggly, and it looks like it's going to be a beautiful, beautiful dish for my potatoes. And I'll see you soon.